they come to me and states, only I could come see her. Me, I'm allowed, and I could bring one more other person with me. That's when they allowed me. They walked us back there. They said, wait, this is a crime scene. You are not allowed to take any photos. You can't touch, and don't touch anything. And they watched us as if we was there. Like we was involved in it. It seemed like the crime scene was on us, not what went on with my daughter.
What is going on with y'all, man? It's Black Balloon, and I'm coming back with another video, man, so y'all already know what's going on. Alright, y'all. Now, something told me we might be back talking about Kenneka Jenkins' mom, Teresa Martin. Now, there was this one clip I saw when everyone was talking about how she came out and she said she kept quiet for the $3.7 million, right? There was a clip where she was walking around like in the snow, maybe in her neighborhood or something like that, and damn near just wasn't making sense at all. And she was talking about how she always manifested that she was going to be rich, right?
Okay, no, don't get mad, but I'm just proving myself that I'm not crazy. All my life, I said I was going to be rich. I spoken into existence. And I'm not saying this because of that, because I knew it was either I was going to get rich, saving my peoples, so I could help my peoples. Y'all didn't know. When y'all gave me that money, I deposited my money in the bank. I paid off other folks' bills, and I rent an apartment. But I sent $50. Some people got mad at me. I sent the $500 one time. Then they gonna call me back like I'm a clucker. See, God, I understand why God say He will let you start off for your lowest, and I understand why God say that. I'm sorry, I just caught coming the wrong way. I guess it's these people. Let me get their records. I had to cut that grass so low for y'all. Cause see, some people, y'all, let me tell y'all about these followers and all that. Stop doing this shit for the books. The books told me down. As long as it could get them some good ass ratings, they gonna keep whatever's trending, whether it can, no matter how it's killing the mother.
That was something I saw a few weeks ago, and it made me want to talk about it. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna chill on it just in case something else comes up, because I could already feel where she was going, like her coming out and talking about being silent. You could tell she's finna amp this shit back up. You know what I'm saying? And it's already people like, nah, I don't want to go back down this rabbit hole, while watching clips of her. And what do you know? She is walking down the street in the freezing cold in Chicago, ass booty naked. Insane. Now, y'all instantly, you're going to think about Lil Nas X.
That's going to be a beautiful sunrise. Give me that phone so I can throw it. I want to throw it far away so you never see it again. I don't like phones. Don't miss the party tonight. Why are you still here? You need to be telling everybody about the party, girl. What's your problem?
We haven't heard a thing from Lil Nas X since he did that off Ventura Boulevard. And I did the video exposing that Martin, he walked on that same street, Ventura Boulevard, when he was in the middle of the road saying they're trying to kill me. Martin and Lil Nas X in Hollywood, what's that, West Hollywood or something like that, on Ventura Boulevard, were on the same road, basically walking down the street, tripping, whatever. You could say this is spiritual attack. With Lil Nas X, to try to say he was like on drugs, close to an overdose or something like that. Remember, he was walking around in like a diaper and some boots. And now, Teresa Martin, Kenneka Jenkins' mom, walking down the street, butt ass naked, saying, "Justice for Kenneka." Now, this is something where those demons are just eating her up so bad that she's tripping out. She's having multiple episodes, and whatever she knows, whatever she vowed to, if she signed an NDA, if she truly had to keep silent, she can't keep it in no more. Whatever is haunting her, whatever is causing her to go through this, something, something is working through her and is not good. And obviously she is folding. So with that being said, let me not talk too much. Let's jump into the clip of her walking down the street in the middle of the night, and people are noticing that it's her and trying to get her to put her clothes on and stuff. Insane clip, y'all. That being said, check this out.
Put your clothes on. Hey, wait. Y'all, this is Kenneka Jenkins' mama. What the fuck?
Fuck that dog. This is my blood. For my blood.
We don't like that. Go home, baby.
Justice for Kenneka.
Justice for Kenneka, but yes, baby, this is not how you get it.
Peace, please, me, but I plead the blood on you.
I really think it's safe to say they got her, man. They got her. There are videos all over Facebook of Kenneka Jenkins' mother walking the streets naked. We have literally watched this lady go from calm to storm, bro. It's like her life is in shambles right now, and this just might get her on the 5th floor. I say spiritual attacks are real because they are, bro. This is how it starts. She went and said some things she wasn't supposed to say, and I think them people done got to her. When I say them people, you know who I'm talking about. Y'all can say y'all don't believe in these occultic people, but guess what? I do. You can't even say too much about them on TikTok because they'll flag your video for it. This lady is spiraling bad. The only good thing that came out of this situation is that doctor that she had did a good job. Other than that, pray for this lady, bro. Pray for this lady because them demons got a hold on her tight.
We cannot be living in a real world, y'all. I'm telling you. Kenneka Jenkins' mama is in Chicago walking around with no clothes on. And you got people in the comments, you got women in the comments saying, the body is tea. We love that body. She went and got her body did with the money she got. Look, man, listen, dog. That's all y'all worried about. That's all y'all worried about. A BBL. This woman out there losing her mind and y'all worrying about her body, a BBL. We cannot be living in a real world. I'm telling you, a lot of these people are just NPCs. They don't have souls, dog. And they whole life is based on a materialistic mindset. We cannot be living in the real world. Make it make sense, y'all. There is no way y'all in the comment section talking about her body is tea. Clock that, clock this. Dog, this woman done lost her mind and y'all worrying about how her body looks. Make this shit make sense, dog. I'm telling you, we have been brainwashed. They done put witchcraft on black people. They done put witchcraft on us. That's why we act the way we act, dog. It's like we can't see past the materialistic mindset that we got, and that's what they wanted us to do the whole time, y'all. Make it make sense, dog.
Now, right there, I just wanted to give y'all a couple of clips of the internet talking about it, a couple of different opinions. I did see under some videos women talking about her body completely being distracted from what is really going on and what we are witnessing, unfolding once again. In a sense, we're witnessing the aftermath of, her demons, because I can, I could probably fully believe that she hasn't really said everything that she knows about the case. And it could be also her fighting that as well. Because if she supposedly went silent for X amount of years for that 3.7 million, and once that money ran out, she's kind of going crazy. You know, she don't got money to spend to keep her sane. You know, she could possibly be fighting what she truly knows. I mean, we've talked about countless different theories of the Kenneka Jenkins case, it not being real, Kenneka not being her actual name. I mean, there's even a theory of Teresa Martin not even being Kenneka's actual mom.
Was scripted and staged. Her walking into the kitchen was scripted and staged. And also, the footage of the live video in the room was staged. They had all those kids go in there and pretend, okay? Kenneka died 3 days before that night. The woman that died that night is Antonia Evans, and y'all ain't even really seen her yet, unless you've been following the story. So I'm going to break it down to you, okay? Andrew Holmes is the activist that claims that he saw the footage of Kenneka walking into the freezer and then later on went back and denied it. That's Andrew Holmes. He's the black guy. He's the one that started all this shit. There was a girl that got raped in March, okay? She got raped in March of 2017, but she looked exactly like Kenneka. Now, you got Lenora and Teresa playing the mom and the sister. That is not her mom, and that is not her motherfucking sister, okay? She's not neither of them. The sister is actually related to the girl that was raped in March that looks like Kenneka, but that's not her. So I'm going to tell you what they did. They hid Brianna in Indiana and paid Kenneka to play two people. They played Kenneka to play Brianna because she looked so much like her, and they also paid her to play a girl that died in the freezer, but she was never supposed to die. The other girl that died is Antonia Evans. So listen to me, because this is confusing. There's three girls. Three. There's Antonia Evans, there's Kenneka, and there's Brianna. Brianna is still alive. That's the girl that was originally raped, that was in on it too. She got paid to allow them to use her picture to pretend that was Kenneka. So on Dr. Oz and on the news and all that shit, that was Brianna's picture. That wasn't Kenneka. But they paid Kenneka to play both parts because they were going to get money off of Antonia Evans' organs. So both of those girls were put on Front Street. The only person that was not supposed to be known about was Antonia Evans. Now I'm going to tell you who Antonia Evans is. Antonia Evans is the woman in the freezer and the woman in the casket. That is a 48-year-old woman that went missing the same time as Kenneka. Her mother is 65 years old and has been looking for her for months. Talk to her daughter every day. All of a sudden, she disappears. So let me tell you what they did. They tricked Kenneka and told Kenneka they were going to kill Antonia at the hotel. She was supposed to get a lump sum of money for the organs. So the real Kenneka thought she was about to get paid off. But they ended up killing her ass off too, because she was young and her body was more valuable. So basically, yeah, Kenneka was at the hotel, but not on the 9th. She was there on the 6th. She got drunk. She got there early in the daytime. She got drunk. Her friend Monifa, once she was drunk, took her to the cremation place. And when she went to the cremation place, it was the mom, the fake sister, and the big dogs and the higher-ups. They took her ass out, bro. Bam, no more Kenneka. Mutilated her body, took all of her organs, no more Kenneka. All right? Now we need somebody to put in the casket at this funeral. That's where Antonia comes in. They killed Antonia, took Kenneka's clothes from the cremation spot, put them on Antonia, put Antonia in a casket, and buried her under Kenneka's name.
And that it wasn't even the real Kenneka Jenkins that died that night, that she actually died on the 6th. Because y'all remember, in that 911 call with Teresa Martin, she was talking about a ticket that she had got outside the hotel on the 6th. And Kenneka supposedly died a couple of days later, you know, or wasn't in the hotel until September 9th. Remember, she was pronounced dead September 10th, the same day as Charlie Kirk's death this year. But obviously a very ritualistic day of death. But I talked about that in my own video. Now, when I end this video, I'm just finna I'm just finna hit y'all with something to think about even more. I'm finna play this clip of something I found on TikTok. It's maybe like 5 or 6 minutes long. But I just want to end the video of, a theory that I found with this lady explaining that, nothing was real. Kenneka Jenkins, she died, but she didn't die that night. It's not actually her that was roaming through the hallways. It's nothing that y'all haven't heard. We've heard hundreds of theories, but I don't know. Hey, since we're talking about it, I just want to play a clip that, will take your mind back down this case and it'll make you think. But before we get to that, I just I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if she's really just unraveling, like people are saying, those, the bodies of the people that died, everyone who was involved in this case that lost their life. Is it eating her up? Is these spirits eating her up? Is these demons, working through her and she's having a mental breakdown? Is she, has she turned into an alcoholic? Is she on drugs? All of this can be from the spiritual attack, from what she knows, what she's been through. Like I said, I think she knows more that we don't truly know right now, that she may be ultimately scared to say. I truly don't know the cause of her breakdown, but I figured something like this was coming. And depending on what happened to her after all of that footage was done, I don't know if she got arrested or not, or what happened after that footage, but it'll definitely be interesting to watch her, as far as the future goes. So with that being said, y'all, I think I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here. Y'all stay tuned. The video is not over. I'm just gonna leave y'all with this clip. Not gonna come back and talk about it, because it's things we've talked about before. But I thought this was worth a listen. All right. So with that being said, y'all, it's Black Balloon, and I'm gonna see y'all soon. All right. I'm out.
That is a red flag. I mean, what the hell? Like, do you understand? It's right in your face. You just gotta look. You just gotta pay attention.
You said that Kenneka's mother beat her to death?
Let me tell you something. Kenneka was beat to death by more than one person. I can tell you that right now. I can tell you that right now. And you also have to remember, we're dealing with some satanic people. You know what I mean? We're dealing with Masons. We're dealing with, go and look at Teresa Martin's Facebook. I can't because she blocked me. But if you look at her Facebook, her birthday party, she has all these kids standing around throwing up Mason signs. Teresa's a Mason. Teresa is a Mason. These are some wicked, wicked, wicked people. So it's not just, I just wish you would have watched. I just wish you would have watched, and I do believe you can still catch up. But just what I'm trying to focus on right now is the obvious stuff. That's what I'm trying to focus on. Okay. The obvious stuff. Where is the settlement? Where is the lawsuit? The autopsy, you know what I mean? Like everything. The autopsy said that she died from hypothermia.
Correct.
Nobody froze to death. That girl, Antonia, laying in that freezer, why is there a guy carrying a wig downstairs? We got footage of him carrying the wig. That's on her head. But Teresa, as far as Teresa, Kenneka was killed at that crematory place. And it was like literally like a ritual. What they've done, it's like a ritual. Why do you think more than one girl had to die? She died on the 6th. She died on the 6th. And then they have the reenactment on the 9th. Teresa, Monifa, and probably about 2 men beat Kenneka to death that night. But this whole story is fake. This whole story is fake. Did you see the difference between, did you see the scene in the kitchen where she's walking towards the freezer, and then when they came out with the 72-hour footage, did you see the guy standing in the back of the kitchen that wasn't there before? Did you see that? I mean, I'm not talking about no shadow. I'm talking about
I've seen where people have said that there's somebody back there. I haven't seen it personally myself.
Okay, so you got people still chasing shadows, but this is what I'm saying. There's literally, and I don't mean a shadow, I don't mean I think I see something, I mean literally a dude standing there, and you can tell it's staged, you know, it's fake. Like, it's like, okay, the footage in the news, nobody's in the kitchen when she's walking, and then all of a sudden, when they release the 72-hour footage, there's a guy standing there watching her go to the back. So you mean to tell me you've edited? This is on Rosemont's website. It's on Rosemont's website. Rosemont put this out. There's a dude standing in the back of the kitchen, and on the news, there's not a dude standing in the back of the kitchen. Do you understand? They think this is a joke, y'all. I'm trying to get y'all to understand. They think this is a joke. I'm going to ask you another question. Did you hear Teresa say she had a ticket for the 6 in her car? Did you hear her say that?
No, not me personally.
Okay. On the 911 call, when she calls and says, look, I was laying in bed, I got a call from my daughter's friends, blah, 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 she said she's looking at the ticket. Oh, yeah, they brought my car back. Oh, this ticket is for the 6th. She said, this ticket is for the 6th. My daughter wasn't here on the 6th. She said that. Why would you have a ticket for the 6th if your daughter was there on the 9th? And another question. Why would you need an actress if she's alive? You know why they needed an actress? Because Kenneka was already dead. When Monifa's in that mirror by the bathroom and they're laughing, you know, when Kenneka and Monifa's in, Kenneka's hair is long, you know what I mean? Yeah. That's not Kenneka. Do you understand me? Go back, sweetie. Go back and look. Go back. I want you to open that picture of Kenneka standing in that bathroom with Monifa, and I want you to pull up a real picture of Dimples. That's not her. They don't even look alike at all. So that girl that night that was supposed to be there that night, that was an actress. She just got paid to walk the hallways. So if Monifa is standing next to her, that means that Monifa knows that Kenneka is dead. That's what that means. Everything is in your face. All you got to do is go look. That means the mom has to be one of the killers. She has to be. Because you're walking around telling everybody that was your daughter, and it wasn't. Why would you lie? This was a ritual. These people are not playing when it comes to these sacrifices. The girl that died that night when those kids were there is Antonia Evans, and Kenneka died on the 6th.